Hello, welcome to Newsflash Africa, the best place to get Africa-related content. In today's news,
Rotimi Amaechi has announced a physical attack on him by some people he described as misguided Nigerians. The Nigerian Transport Minister said he was on a climate change summit in Spain where some Nigerians charged at him. He said the attackers were summarily restrained by the police in Madrid, leaving him unscathed. Some minutes ago, I was attacked by a few misguided Nigerians while on a national assignment at a climate change event in Madrid, Spain, Mr. Amaechi said on Twitter Friday evening. They were quickly repelled by the Spanish police before they could do any harm. I am fine. I was not hurt. Thanks for your support and prayers. Mr. Amaechi has in the past used Twitter accounts to share personal information as well as information on his activities as a minister. In October, he shared pictures of he and his wife monitoring a government project. It was not immediately clear which group was responsible for the coordinated harassment of the minister in Spain. His spokesperson, David Iyofo, did not immediately return requests for comments. The attack comes weeks after a Nigerian senator, Ike Ekweremadu, was mugged while attending an event in Germany. The Separatist Indigenous Peoples of Biafra (IPOB) claimed responsibility for that attack. The group vowed to continue trailing Nigerian leaders in foreign countries with the aim of picketing and physically assaulting them where possible. Mr. Amaechi was a two-term governor of the oil-rich Rivers State. He was appointed as Nigeria's transport minister by President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015 and retained his position when the administration was re-elected. Mr. Amaechi had in 2014 blamed Nigerians for being docile, saying that they would start seeing changes when they begin to start enforcing laws by themselves. Well, this goes to show that more than ever, Nigerians are taking matters into their own hands, and this suggests a very disappointing loss of faith in the government of President Muhammadu Buhari, in whose ministers are now vulnerable when they travel abroad. That is really sad. It's really sad. Well, this is definitely a new trend, and the only reason that this is happening is that currently Nigeria is under revolutionary pressures, and it seems that the Buhari administration is trying to counteract all these pressures by, as we have seen in the case of Sowore, blatantly disregarding the rule of law and also the repeated judgments of the judiciary on the matter in which they say they should let this man go. The only reason the Nigerian government can continue to behave like this and get away with it is that Nigerians have still not woken up to the fact that all these things currently happen in the country, or maybe they feel that this thing will not affect them or it will just pass by. But again, we should ask ourselves, why will the people abroad have to go to such extreme lengths to show their dissatisfaction with the government? It clearly shows that the government is not taking their voice and opinion into consideration, because if they were, they won't be taking such extreme measures to show their dissatisfaction with the government. This clearly shows the feeling of many Nigerians in which they feel duped by the Buhari government, which continually makes the country worse than Buhari had met it. Because say what you want to say about this man, at the end of the day, let us say for example he picks up the roads, everything is in the proper way it's supposed to be. Still, it won't be right because this man is blatantly disregarding our free speech, the free speech of so many Nigerians. But even at that, what has this government have to show? What do they really have to show? For all the years that they have been government, for all the things they have promised, what have they shown? At the end of the day, the sad truth of the matter is that we Nigerians have normalized corruption. We have normalized all these vices that in a proper society wouldn't have even tolerated them, but we have normalized all these things to such an extent that even when they happen, we don't see them as a big deal. Or even when the government, like in today's case where they jailed the former governor of Abia State, we started praising them. That is their job. When someone is corrupt, that is their job. When someone is corrupt, they put the person in their place, meaning they rightfully punish that person through the judiciary, send the person to jail if needed. But because that barely happens, even on the few occasions that it does happen, we start praising the government, saying all kind of beautiful things about them. But these are things that we are entitled to. But because these things rarely happen, whenever the government takes a step to fight corruption, like we have seen today in the imprisonment of this governor, we start praising them. But that is not how it's supposed to be. They don't deserve praise. That is their job. Well, those are my personal thoughts on the matter. Please do join me on future videos.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, drop a comment below, and also subscribe to be notified of future content.